Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today we'll be doing a summoning video. It's been a while. What I'm looking for mostly in this game are some good dupes for most of the exclusives, which I don't have. So Flora, Lothair, Noschenka. Yeah, most likely just Flora I'm looking for, and dupes of any units who I don't already have maxed. Krishna would be nice. He's the one and only remaining champion that I don't have. So your tier is a reward. So it's an event exclusive reward. You can't summon him in this season. So that's what I'm primarily looking for. Or if this Radiance girl Mithrasi, so dupes of her, she's pretty powerful in arena. For those of you who don't know, she's one of the best resurrectors in the game. And she's like a standalone unit. You don't need affinity bonus with her. You put on a lot of resist on her, and yeah, she's ready to go. She brings in a lot of different things. So for example, when an ally takes fatal damage, they get immortality for 5 seconds and 1 stack of recovery over time. So it becomes really hard to kill your champions with her. So this is the dupe that I'm particularly looking for. Cilia dupe is always welcomed as well. So there's still pretty good champions that I do want in this game. Mostly they're dupes. So yeah, let's jump right into it. Before we actually go into summoning, I just want to point out these banners. If you're a low spender, free to play, whatever you are, never summon on these banners unless you're looking for one specific champion to complete a team. If you're looking for a standalone champion, don't do it. So for example, if you have all the rally units and you're just missing Cilia to complete a team, yeah, it's a good way to obtain the blessing and summon it. But if you're don't have a team, you only have like 1 or 2 good units of an affinity, yeah, don't summon on these things. There are 2 reasons. Primarily, so if I don't get a legendary for 35 summons, since my last legendary, I will be getting a guaranteed legendary champion. So there's a pity system in the game. So every 35th Helio dice pull, without a legendary, is going to give you a legendary. And that pity does not carry over. So for example, if I do 34 without a legendary and I just go and summon 1 here, it's not going to guarantee me a legendary, because the pity system is different for both of them. And the second one is that none of the exclusive heroes have ever been on the banner. So these celestial alternative summons and all those things, these champions are in the regular pool. They're never going to be, SS tier champions such as Mithrasi, Ilsebre, any of the exclusive champions. These are going to be regular banner units, and that's why I advise nearly everybody in my guild, everybody I've spoken to, that this is the better banner out of all of them. Yeah, you have a chance of summoning some of the not so good legendaries in this game with this banner as well, but you're still better off because you have a chance of summoning a legendary. So let's jump right into it and see what we get. So first pull, mostly rares. I'll be going over epic skills. So Medulla Questa. Questa is actually a good healer and attack down champion for the necrotic team. She has her passive where every time an enemy dies, grants recovery over time to all allies. So if you have, so this does count towards any summoned units. So for example, if you have Sharlak or any of the summon units which have like summons skeletons or anything else, whenever they die, you will get a heal over time. So in Vortex, where you have like a very weak, where the boss does a lot of damage and you have weak summons, yeah, this can stack a lot. And she does attack down as well, which is pretty good, and jumps towards an enemy, dealing necrotic damage, stealing 30% of the ultimate energy. So this unit is actually a DPS unit, kind of. So it's like a standoff DPS unit with some support built into it. It's not really fully support, neither it is a fully damage dealer, but for that affinity. But yeah, let's see what else we get. Alright, so it's basically the same bull type again. So this is a new champion added to the game. So ignores the target's 20% of an attacking enemy and this force, which is good. And to the enemy with the lowest HP with 50% chance of inflicting frost. That's good. A lot of the frost units, DPS units especially, they sometimes lack the ability to inflict frost because you need accuracy to inflict frost. So typically in a frost team you pair them with somebody who has higher accuracy to place the frost and are more reliably placing frost. So these units are better off in a team where you have certain other champions that are placing frost and they capitalize on it. So this seems like a good champion to have for damage dealing. She ignores 20% of the damage, but all her skills, she could be good in even Goblin because it has a somewhat of a mini AoE. It's not covering all tile, but it does cover a large zone. Let's see, come on, can we get a legendary? All rares. Jesus Christ, I'm just gonna skip this. Terrible luck today. Okay, 3 epics. Not bad. But we are looking for gold. So this is a rally unit. Whenever a hero carries no rally, the hero will typically rally if any ally on the battlefield gains rally. So that's pretty good. You will always have rally within a rally team. Most of the time at least. Has a 40% chance of granting rally to an ally with the highest attack. Okay. So grants all these bonuses to an ally. So it's a single target ally. So if you have like this is a decent way to boost your champion, to boost your DPS in a rally team, but there are better champions available. If you don't have it, he doesn't seem to do bad for boosting the damage of your rally champion. So we have support unit from Poison, Garion. For each ally with less than 50% HP on the field, the hero gains 1 stack of recharging speed boost, and this increases 5% recharging speed. So that's actually pretty good. But the first part is messed up because this you typically don't want this to happen anyways. Yeah. So it's somewhat okay. He's an ally with lowest HP. So this could be a good champion. This skill alone makes it a good champion for Venom, because on Venom your tank needs debuff immunity so they don't take defense down. So if you're struggling with that, this is a good champion to have over there. So Healing Nexus is similar to what Furbath does on his battle skill. That's not bad. So he's a good healer. This one is, I think, primarily for Venom, because Venom really requires you to not have defense down on your tank, else your team just dies. So then we have the defense from Lightning. Gains 10% chance. It's okay. So this is a full AoE blast. Can be used in Goblin, because in Goblin you do want a lot of AoE. Yep. So he grants a defense up to himself. Maybe good for Venom and other tank in general. But he doesn't have an attack down or any other debuffs that he's doing, so he seems to be only doing damage. I would personally don't build him. Let's see, hopefully we get some gold. Okay, 3 epics game. No gold though. That sucks. Civilius, support unit, invisibility. I personally don't like how invisibility works in this game. If you have it, it's pretty bad. I don't really see an advantage of having an invisibility in this game. In usually the other gachas that you play, you have Veil or something or the other that protects your champion. They can't be targeted. But since you're not doing a lot of targeting, I think this whole invisibility needs to be reworked. Maybe it gives some sort of a damage reduction or something or the other to make it viable. So far, it's just been like, yeah, it's there, but what are you gonna do with it? So single target heal. So reduces the ultimate energy. Reduction of ultimate energy is actually really powerful in arena. In bosses, it does work. So from skill to skill, it does work. But yeah, it's not that powerful in PvE. It is. This is mostly for PvP. We looked at him before. Oh, I skipped through the last one. Let's see. I think this should be a legendary. No, oh rares, Jesus Christ. The luck is really not with me today. Okay, there we go. So we have Epic, Fira, gains increased resistance. So this is actually a good boss for a lot of the Fey battles, where you want to resist the poisons. So this is actually a pretty good champion for that. It's a good tank slash support unit. You could build him like a tank and just keep him there, so he, you know, based on the total number of the enemies on the battlefield, so he will get a lot of resistance. You can put an accuracy penalty which will help your team resist the debuffs from the Fey boss. It's an okay champion. Gareth, defense unit. When the hero takes damage exceeds 20% of the gain healing. Not bad. This is similar to an artifact. The hero gains defense up. This is good, reducing the damage taken by enemy by 30%. Yeah, but overall, it's just a good attack down champion. I think it's yeah, nothing too out of the ordinary. It does have somewhat of self-healing, which is always good for a tank. It does have defense up to sustain, and does attack down. So it's overall a decent tank. I haven't played with him. Oh, it's Zealous. Yeah, I wasn't looking for him. He's actually a good summon unit. He does put 5% attack up on all your summon allies, and yeah, he does need a team around him to do some sort of damage. You cannot use him in PvP, mainly because he's a melee unit, and melee units in PvP are really bad because they just charge towards the front line. Just most of the people have Urgander or some other tank that is just neglecting all the damage that he's doing or getting healed up. So most of the melee units particularly are not viable in PvP. In PvE he's okay. I tried him in a Vortex video that I released earlier, but yeah, I wasn't particularly looking for him, so hopefully we get something else. Can we get another champion? Come on. Nope, I'm just gonna skip this. So last 5 summons. Oh, thank God we got a legendary, guys. One I have to do. Oh, he's actually a really good unit. Don't take my sigh for disappointment because of anything regarding him. It's just that I do have him maxed, and this is just a trash tube for me right now. But he is actually a good champion in a rally team. He is, I think, second to third highest damage dealer for a rally team, and overall he's pretty good. He this skill, when you do have a rally on, does a lot of damage in Vortex. He's a ranged unit, which is perfect. So you can place him in a safe place rather than have him in the front line and attack the bosses or attack a PvP team. So as a range unit, he's pretty good. Random skills like these don't really are very effective in PvP. simply because you want to target either fully AoE or nowhere. It will strike the enemies, but each orb will hit each person no matter how many times. I don't really know, but in a situation where you just have a single enemy to attack with, this actually does hit quite hard. So it's a very good skill to have. Yeah, and his aura, the captain's aura, is going to do increase allies attack in 40% by 45% in City of Trials. City of Trials, if you don't know, is the Fey Meander. But yeah, not the best summons. If you had any success with summons, do let me know in the comments below. Rub it in my face. How well did your summons go? Because mine haven't been that good in this Season 1 edition. But yeah, thanks for watching the videos. I'll see you guys next time.